really explosive player, he would have scored, but instead he stepped out of bounds at the 22-yard line. We'll put an asterisk next to that, and it's coming back anyway because there's a holding call. Now as promised, down to the field, and Chelsea.
Big injury update. Number 4 senior Oscar Reyes that you saw earlier get hurt. He's actually in the tent over on the sideline. If you remember, the CCISD brought in these tents early October. Now I talked to one of the trainers. They say he's out for the rest of the game with a right shoulder injury. Guys?
Chelsea, thank you very much. So Williams stepped out of bounds at the 22, but it was all for naught anyway. And they called holding, Allen, because there was holding. Yeah, that's a takedown. Good call. First down after the holding call. They got a man wide open. That's Cassius Clay, and he makes the catch. Nice hands catch, and he gets it down inside the Vets 30, down to about the 27-yard line. And that may have been the most impressive throw of the day for Body. He threw that one on a rope.
He really did. That is by far his best pass. And Cassius Clay, very athletic, goes up high, makes a catch, able to pull it down and gain a few more yards after the catch.
Gain is down to the Vets' 27-yard line now with 6.5 minutes remaining before halftime. Marcel Davis is the running back. They send him in motion now. Body is looking to the near side, throws deep over the middle, looking for Moya, just overthrows.
Man, he was wide open too.
Just a little more air under that, perhaps.
Yeah, you know, he's got that wind to his back, and I don't know, maybe just blew it a little bit too far, but Moya that was a great route he ran.
Yeah, it really was, and they had the right play call. But it's incomplete. So it's second down from the 27-yard line. Clock stopped following the incompletion with 6:17 left. Body throwing all the way, throws over the middle. They'll get this one. They missed the last one. That's a walk-in. Ezekiel Moya. That is known as easy money.
Well, he was as wide open can get, and there was somebody missed an assignment on that play.
That was a 27-yard touchdown completion from Andrew Body to Ezekiel Moya, and that's touchdown pass number 45 on the year for Body. That was a 58-yard drive in 6 plays. Aniceto Zamora on for the PAT to try to make this a 7-point game. And he is a very efficient kicker. He's got that through. And our score is 21-14. You knew this was going to be a competitive ball game throughout. Back in a moment, the score 21-14, Vets leads Miller. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 15% below MSRP on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $6,100 below MSRP on this Equinox.
Wanted for honesty. Wanted for integrity. Wanted for quality. USA Foundation Repair is the most wanted foundation repair company in South Texas because they do quality work at a fair price. You want honesty? You want integrity? You want quality? Then you want USA Foundation Repair.
We believe hard work and sacrifice are the keys to success.
We are one nation under God. We are USA Foundation Repair, your local slab and pier and beam specialist.
Alan Harwell, cover 0, no safety home. That's a touchdown.
It really is. He's wide open. And for Andrew Body, he's heating up now. He's 10 of 21, 177 yards through the air now. After a slow start, he's where he wants to be now.
With a pair of TD passes. Hope you'll stay with us at halftime. We'll feature performances by both bands and spirit squads. We'll have all the stats and highlights. Chelsea has a special feature for us. Jeff Dubroff will look ahead at some of the Friday night and Saturday afternoon playoff matchups. And we got some other fun things happening at intermission as well. That's all coming up at halftime here on Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
Yeah, we do have the fever tonight, so this is not the only game. We have 7 local teams still playing in the playoffs right now.
This is such a fun time of the year. So Veterans Memorial has now been challenged a couple of times. On 2 different occasions, they've seen a 14-point lead cut to 7. We'll see what they do in the final 6 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, they've got plenty of time, 6:08, and then Miller will get the ball, of course, to start the second half. But yeah, a lot of games tonight. Cal Allen plays tomorrow in the Alamo Dome. We've got a lot of teams that can go really far in the playoffs. I mean, we're already week 3, so if you win this week, you're halfway to a state championship.
Exactly right. They say it's not a full season if you don't play 16. Of course, the winner of this game will play the winner of a game later this afternoon between San Antonio Wagner and San Antonio Harlan. Zone read keep. That's the quarterback center fit. Ducks inside for maybe a yard as we move inside. 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Nice play by defensive tackle Manuel Lozano. We've called his name quite frequently this afternoon. Play clock at 20. Eagle offense here in no hurry. Play fake, throw near side, batted down at the line of scrimmage. That's an incomplete pass, but a good job of getting their hands in the air by those Miller Buccaneer pass rushers.
Yeah, Darryl Harvey all over the football there. That's a nice anticipated defensive play there. All of a sudden, you're beginning to feel that momentum shift now back to the Miller side.
Boy, and their fans are into it. Look at this. There is a sea of purple across the way, and they just sense that this thing may be turning a little bit.
And there's also a lot of purple on the veteran side.
Yes, there is. 3rd and 10. Centerfield wants to throw, does so. Receiver screen. They'll call that an incomplete pass, and I think it was the proper call. Brad Berta was the intended receiver.
Is he trying to pitch that ball?
No, I think he just had a hard time coming up with it, I think. Let's take another look.
I think he was trying to pitch the ball to somebody. Let's see.
Nah, wide receiver screen. Yeah, he just had a hard time putting it away.
But again, it's Captain Gadget.
Yes, so you can never rule that out. Yeah. I'm with you. 4th down, and the Eagles are going to have to punt it away. Look at this spread punt formation they use. That's center fit. The quarterback is the punter. Gets it away. It's a low kick. Going to hit it about the Miller 40.
Good kick.
And keep rolling inside the 30 down to about the 25-yard line.
Good kick.
So an effective kick. But Miller, an opportunity to tie this thing up before halftime.
Well, this is exactly what they wanted, and we'll talk more about that after the commercial here.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Superior H&H Homes. Let Superior H&H Homes build your dream home today.
This is exactly the way that Coach wanted to do it from the Miller side, is kick off and then hopefully get the ball last to end the first half, and then you get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, are you getting the feeling, Alan, that this is really a critical juncture in this game? I mean, like right now.
This very moment.
Body again with the wide receiver screen. That's a nice block by Ralph Rodriguez. Adrian Lloyd on the reception. Gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Nice piece of work by that diminutive receiver, Ralph Rodriguez, but he blocks like a big man.
He does. Let's take another look at it. You will see number 2 right there.
That's a nice job.
It was. Shielded.
Good tackle by Jabez Hudson as well. 2nd and 5. That's Marcel Davis. And he picks his way inside and gets a mouthful of linebacker at about the 34-yard line. Going to be about a yard and a half shy of a first down. 4:36 remaining before halftime.
Yeah, Jaden Mora with a big hit there for Vets Memorial. It's a hard-hitting game. We knew it would be.
There's not a lot of love lost here, especially after the nature of that regular season meeting. Motion across the formation. That's Rodriguez. Now he sets up in the slot. Body with the quarterback lead all the way. He's a tough runner. Doesn't run it that much, but very effective when he does. and gets it across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Tackle finally made by the drop safety, Romeo Lara.
That's a big first down pickup on 3rd and 1.
So you can just feel Miller getting into this football game. Davis is the running back. He may be making a protection call here as Vetts is showing blitz. Body with the pump fake, throws deep, got a man open. That's Adrian Lloyd. Does he come down with it? Oh, you bet he does. Inside the 15-yard line, at the 14-yard line. Great coverage applied by Jabez Hudson, but that's just a tremendous catch.
That was a tremendous throw, tremendous catch. And all of a sudden, the Miller Buccaneers are just a few yards away from tying this football game.
Got a 40-yard completion there. Body on the quarterback keep. Goes wide, gets inside the 10, down around the 8, knocked down by Jabez Hudson. This is the drive that started back at the Miller 25-yard line. Body throws it into the end zone, or wanted to. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. That'll stop the clock with 3:02 left. Looks like that was Dalen Pena who got his hands up and knocked that one down.
All right, so all of a sudden now you're in 4-down territory. Like you said, this is a very critical moment of the football game. Miller will not accept a field goal here. This is 4-down territory.
Got a 3rd and 3 here. 2 receivers to either side. Clay and Lloyd to the far side. Now Lloyd comes in motion. And we have trips receivers to the near side of the field. Body, quarterback run all the way inside the 5. Once he saw the goal line, he was not going to be denied. And Andrew Body just skips in from 8 yards away. And with that, Miller, who is twice trailed by 14 points, within a PAT of tying this thing up.
Man, that was a nice play call that they drew up there. It was never challenged on that play, and now they're set. Like you said, they're an extra point away from tying this game. Six touchdowns here in the first half.
Not the least bit surprised, I'm sure. And there's the PAT by Aniceto Zamora, and we're right back where we started about 21 minutes ago, because we're all tied up at 21-21. Nobody with any advantage whatsoever. So it's been a game, Alan, of ebb and flow, different momentum changes, and in some respects, a little bit reminiscent of the regular season matchup that we saw, in that once again, Veterans gets off to a really quick start. And once again, Miller just kind of hangs in there and essentially says, is that all you got? Here we come.
Yeah, Miller's come back. They've scored 3 of the last 4 touchdowns in this game. Body again heating up now, 12 of 24. That's 50%. He's now 221 yards passing. Came in averaging over, 500 yards, right around that 500-yard mark per ball game. So he's right on target.
And for the season, he's completing passes at about a 67% clip, which is amazing when you consider how many times he throws the ball vertically downfield. We are even Steven at 21. 2:58 remaining in the half, and we'll see what Centerfit and his Eagle offense can do. Little pooch kick, which is what we're anticipating. Taken at the 23-yard line and returned across the 35 out to about the 39-yard line. So this Eagle offense is going to have 2:53 with which to work.
This is a critical time for Vetts as well now. They need to answer. You know they don't want to go into the locker room deadlocked at 21. We'll hear from Coach Semper as he goes back to the locker room. It'll be interesting to hear what he has to say about this first half, and you know they'll make the adjustments at halftime, as will Miller too. It looks like they've already made some big time adjustments here in the second quarter.
That was Joseph Better on what was really a pretty alert and effective kickoff return for the Eagles. Line of scrimmage is the 44-yard line. As Alan said, we already have 6 touchdowns on the board in this game. 2 of the really explosive offenses, really in all of Texas high school football. Boy, on first down running play, Kobe Piper just gets a face full of Dejon Bisbee.
Yeah, Bisbee is a big man, and you do not want him in your face. And the big guy is just a sophomore. Look at him. Man, can you imagine how big he'll be when he gets to be a senior?
That Miller defensive line is extremely physical. Loss of 1 on the play. 3 receivers to the near side. Clock running. 2:26 showing here in quarter number 2. Piper to the right side of the running back Carter center fit. Center fit play fake, wants to throw, got a man, complete, and into Miller territory at about the 47-yard line goes Joey Perez. And the Eagles get quickly to the line of scrimmage on what will be a 3rd and just under 2 yards. They go 3 by 1, 3 receivers to the far side. Linebacker Ja'Shawn Trimble may be showing blitz. They don't come. Center fit throws near side. It is complete to Brad Berta, and he's going to have the first down. Nice throw and catch there. Line of scrimmage now the 41-yard line. Clock stops briefly while they reset the chains. Now running again with 1:29 showing. Jet sweep coming to the near side. That's De La Pena, who's been such an effective receiver. This time he gets a rushing carry and a gain of about 3. Chased out of bounds alertly by who else? Ezekiel Moya, who just does it all for this Miller Buccaneer team.
Yeah, he's all over the place. Clock stops. Well, now it's running again. 49 seconds to go. Need to get in a hurry here a little bit.
2nd and 7. Center fit wants to throw, flushes far side, tries to throw the curl route, and they're going to rule this a catch. Yeah, about the 33-yard line. Cameron De La Pena.
They need to hurry up. It's 24 seconds and counting.
That's going to take a timeout.
All right, good call. Time to run at least 2 more plays, maybe 3, depending upon what happens here on this next play. Well, if we go in deadlock at 21, Paul, we'll be starting a brand new football game. We'll be starting where we left, where we started, left off to start the first half, except this time, I believe Miller getting the ball first.
Yeah, and really, once again, an impressive response by the Miller Buccaneers because they got rocked early. They were down 14-0. They were down 21-17, or 21-7, I should say, and they just kept their cool. And as Alan indicated, they've tied this up at 21-21.
They have shown that they can come back in every football game this year. I mean, they've trailed and they came back 3 games in a row to win late in the season. So they're
well, and recall their first-round playoff game that we did against Brownsville Pace. They got off to a notoriously slow start in that one as well.
Yeah, they did. They were down 14-0. And then last week the game was over 1 minute into the football game.
Yeah, they were up 14-0 about a minute in. You're right.
Yeah, that was just a little warm-up for this ball game today. Appreciate everybody tuning in today on Chris 6. We got a big audience here at Buck Stadium as well. I'm anxious to see what the final attendance figure would be. They put out that additional 400 tickets available today. I think we'll be close to 10,000 when it's all said and done.
And this just has such a big game feel, and so far it has more than delivered. Interesting one-on-one matchup here to the bottom of your screen. And again, from the Wildcat.
He's gone.
We saw this before. Trick play. You knew they had one. It gets down inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line, and we do have a flag on the play, and I'm not sure what this is about because it's way away from the ball.
Well, I thought Noe Garza was going to score. Nobody even noticed he had the football there for the longest time.
Well, and again, they started that play out of the Wildcat formation with Hernandez, the Wildcat quarterback.
This is going to be an interesting call here. There's only 16 seconds left on the clock.
I can't really figure this out because it was about as far away from the play as you could imagine. May have had something to do with what was going on between the receiver and the defensive back on the side. We mentioned Cassius Clay and Matthew Kroll. It got personal between the two of them in the first game, and that may have been a continuation of this. Offsetting personal fouls. All right, so Vets takes its final timeout. And the line of scrimmage is the 17-yard line. Veterans trying to retake the lead before halftime. So again, want to encourage you to stick with us at halftime. Reports from Chelsea. Playoff preview advancer from Jeff Dubroff. Highlights. Stats. We got it all for sure. Yeah, you know what? There are any number of ways that you can access this great information, and we really encourage you to take advantage of our OTT app here at Chris 6. What a brave new world this is. You can get this information pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and the great thing about being on TV today on Channel 6, you can catch us everywhere. We're on every cable subscriber. You can get us off antenna. You can get us anywhere.
All right, so after the gadget, it's a 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Centerfield sets his running back Kobe Piper to his right side. Pass play all the way. Centerfield has time, throws into the end zone. How about that? Cameron De La Pena with a lot of catches, and now a touchdown catch here.
That's his 9th reception already of this football game for 138 yards.
Also his 6th touchdown reception of the year. And again, they take advantage of that kind of zero coverage by Miller with no safety in the middle. Once the receiver gets inside, it's pretty much all over.
Man, we're going to have some good halftime highlights to show here.
Bunch of them, man. Here's the PAT on its way. And Connor Rise got it. And once again, the Eagles retake a 7-point lead at 28-21.
You know, I was thinking if they did not score on that play, I think they would have kicked the field goal to go up, you know, at halftime.
Yeah,
they were close
wanted
enough.
The lead at halftime, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was a 56-yard touchdown drive in 7 plays.
Well, that's huge. I mean, just emotionally and psychologically, that's just a huge score because Eagles were bleeding a little bit there, and they come right back and get a big touchdown. 28-21, 13 seconds left.
So, Alan, you disappointed in this one? I'm
man,
not.
This is leading up. This has, you know, and we talked about this all week on the sports. We talked. This is going to the hype. It's going to lead up to the hype here. So, yeah, 7 touchdowns. Vets has never trailed in this game. They've been tied, and now they regained the lead.
This has been an action-packed first half, to say the very least.
And taking about an hour and 21 minutes so far to play this first half, so there has been a lot of action. You see the wind blowing it. 23 gusting up to 30.
And most of all, we've seen that wind manifested in the kicking game. So Connor Rye, who just added another PAT, his 4th of the first half, set to kick it off here in the final 13 seconds of the first half. Squib kick on the ground, taking it about the 24-yard line. Look at this though. If he gets loose, watch out, because that's McCulley and Williams, and he was one step from taking that to the house.
All right, that puts them in a situation now where they can throw the ball into the end zone. A Hail Mary here to end the first half. Got the wind, you got body with the arm.
He's not lacking for arm strength.
Chunk it.
You are 100% sure.
Chunk it down there and let's see what happens. We've seen stranger things.
Well, they're going to be looking at about 9 guys in the secondary. But, you know, you throw it up, you give yourself a chance.
Yeah. Ball gets tipped around. You never know where the ball might land.
They're trying not to give Moya a free release here in the slot to the near side. Body throws it far side, and okay, Cassius Clay alertly falls to the ground to stop the clock with 2 seconds. And Alan, here's what that was about. That was just a little bit outside Body's arm range. Now it's not. That's why that little play was so important, because now you can do that.
And like you said, very smart to get down, call timeout.
Line of scrimmage is the 43. So if he's standing 7 yards deep in the pocket, a 50-yarder, no pain or strain for Andrew Body. So the final play of the first half upcoming. And once again, I don't know, it looks like Vets has, 53 guys in coverage. I guess that would be illegal. But they got a lot of guys playing deep, including 4 back on about the 10-yard line. Body retreats, steps up, lets it go, throws over the middle. That's Adrian Lloyd. Can he get in? No, because that is a great open field tackle to end the first half. This one has more than delivered. We've played 24 minutes. And the Eagles lead Miller by a score of 28-21 in front of at least 10,500 people here at sold-out Buccaneer Stadium. We'll keep it right here in hopes that Chelsea Torres can visit with Veterans Memorial head coach Cody Semper.
That was Jabez Hudson, by the way, who made that nice tackle for Vets.
That was a big deal, because otherwise he might have had a chance to skip in. So with that, let's go down to the field and Chelsea Torres.
Guys, I'm here with Veterans Memorial head coach Cody Semper. Now, Cody, let's just talk. That first half obviously started out really strong. What did you like to see from your team this first half?
Just that they came out and executed our game plan right off the bat.
And of course, going into halftime, you're up by a touchdown. What are you going to be telling your boys during this half?
I mean, our message has been to finish the fight. So that's what we're going to have to do. We have 2 more quarters. They've hit us on some big plays. We have to try to find a way to minimize that, which is awfully difficult to do because of their athleticism. But that's going to be our effort this second half. If we can eliminate the big plays on their offense and move the ball, get some first downs, then we should be okay.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it. We'll have some more halftime feature as well as the rest of the game right here on Game Night South Texas, presented by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Everyone takes a different path in life, but it's all about where you end up, right? I took a little longer to earn my degree, working, raising my boys, and taking classes somewhere in between. But work never got in the way. In fact, it helped me get to where I am today. I started as a receptionist at Navy Army when I was 18. 20 years and a lot of support later, I'm the VP of Lending. See, this isn't just a job for me. It's a path I was meant to be on. Always improving is my why. Navy Army is my how.
Well, at Cantwell Mattress Company, we feel every customer should get the rock bottom price. So we don't do big sales, big markdowns, all that kind of stuff. We just give you a guaranteed lowest price. That way each one of our clients always gets the best price for the best product. The way that we're able to offer our guaranteed lowest price every single day is that we build the mattress after you order it. That way you get a more durable product, a better product. You can't well sleep without a Cantwell mattress.
It's that time of year again. The Black Friday sales event is here at Allen Samuels in Aransas Pass.
The 2019 Ram 1500 redefines what a truck can be with overwhelming innovation, space, storage, and technology, all in America's longest lasting truck. We invite you to come see why this is the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Take advantage of up to 18% off on all 2019 Ram trucks right here at Allen Samuels in Aransas Pass.
The Black Friday sales event is here at Allen Samuels in Aransas Pass.
We'll beat anyone's price.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Watch Claudia, Lee, and Dale tonight on Chris 6 News at 6 and 10. You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers and brought to you by these sponsors.
We're at halftime at Buccaneer Stadium following an action-packed first half. Veterans Memorial a couple of times with a 2-score lead. Miller comes roaring back. Then we get a counterpunch from Vets before the end of the half. And they lead at 28-21 in this most anticipated game. A special thanks to all of our sponsors: Thomas J. Henry, your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers, Grande Communications, Nissan CCRV, Superior H&H Homes, Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Aransas Pass, and Alan Harwell. We already have 7 touchdowns on the board.
It has been a very entertaining game, as advertised. You know, Miller's been around a long time. They have great tradition. Vets still a relatively new school, but this is becoming a really good rivalry, Miller and Veterans Memorial. So Chelsea Torres has more on that, and let's go down to her on the sidelines. Chelsea, what you got for us?
Alan, you know, both of y'all mentioned action-packed and, of course, a community game, and that's exactly what this is. This game is all about the community right here in Corpus Christi. We talked to both teams to see exactly how much this game really means to them, and seeing the community come out for this game.
God dang, man. All right, well, let's see what we got.
What has become one of the most anticipated games in Corpus Christi high school football. Both teams beat out San Antonio football programs to come home and play for their hometown.
Being able to be a part of something, you know, CCISD as a whole should be proud that we have 2 teams that are made it to the 3rd round.
Miller head coach Justin Evans says Corpus Christi should be relevant when it comes to football across the state of Texas, and this matchup is the prime reason why.
I mean, you know, tickets sold out and so much buzz and excitement around the program for both programs. You know, I'm really excited for the fans in the community of Vets as well.
And Veterans Memorial head coach Cody Simper says bringing the community together after a major holiday adds even more hype.
It's not very often that you have 2 local teams playing each other the day after Thanksgiving. So, you know, everybody's excited about it. Everybody's excited about the matchup.
With the city typically known for baseball, this is a big moment where the community will show out for a high school football game.
I was saving it. I was saving it. Let's go get a stop.
You know, I'm glad the community gets to come out here and we get to give it back to them. You know, they've done a lot for us, and this is just our way of giving back.
Monster crowd.
But of course, for both teams, it's all about shutting out the crowd mentally and staying focused on the opponent.
You know, there's going to be a lot of people there, but the most important people at the game are going to be the people that are suiting up on the field. So that's where our main focus is.
Talk about one of the most anticipated games for CCISD. No, we talked to both coaches before the game, and they say that this is probably one of the biggest games for the district itself. We also talked to a lot of people here at the stadium, and they're saying that this atmosphere feels like a college game. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than this. Alan, Paul?
I think that's a very apt description. You're not going to see a lot more enthusiasm at any college game, and this one has certainly lived up to all of the anticipation. You know, there's so much spirit surrounding this game. Everybody's so into it, and that, of course, would include the Veterans Memorial High School Eagle Band and Spirit Squad. Let's catch a little bit of their excellence.
Let's hear it one more time for the beautiful Starline Dance Team. Next up, we have the pride of the South Side, the toast of the Texas Gulf Coast, the Veterans Memorial High School Screaming Eagle Band. The Screaming Eagle Band is under the direction of junior drum major Matthew Martinez and Emily Villarreal. This afternoon, the band will be performing Believer and Give Me Everything.
So the Eagle Band musically says they're believers. We're believers that this is one heck of a football game. We played half of it. Veterans Memorial leads Miller 28-21. Back with the rest of halftime, including the performance by the Miller High School Band and Spirit Squad. We thank you so much for joining us on this special day. This is Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Gift giving is easy with La Palmera gift cards, available in amounts from $10 to $500. The cards are good at most La Palmera retail and dining locations. Pick up one today at Concierge. For holiday magic, it's La Palmera.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck.
Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Get a total value of over $11,500 on this Silverado Texas edition, or get 20% below MSRP on all 2019 double cab pickups. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Every moment of every day, we are fighting and winning for our clients. Thomas J. Henry, attorneys available 24/7 nights and weekends.
It's football time in Texas, and it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
The spotlight is on the premier match.
We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Ford Cup player of...
All the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
This is Clay at Diamond B Tractors and Equipment, your only bad boy zero-turn mower dealer in South Texas. Our Maverick has a 24 horsepower Kawasaki engine with independent front and rear suspension and a 60-inch deck for just $168 a month at 0%. Or new for 2019, the Road. This is a 35 horsepower Kawasaki engine, 61-inch deck, and our Easy Ride suspension system for just $254 a month with 0 interest. Come see us at Diamond B Tractors and Equipment.
Bring your family to La Palmera this holiday for photos with Santa, presented by Apollo Towing every day through Christmas Eve. Don't like waiting in line? Reserve your visit time with a Fast Pass online at lapalmera.com. For holiday magic, it's La Palmera.
Today's game is brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, injury attorneys, available 24/7 nights and weekends. Visit tjhlaw.com. Everybody in this community is fascinated with this game. It has been the buzz all week long. When I say everybody, I mean that includes Chris 6 News news anchor extraordinaire Katia Uriarte. She's been talking about this game all week long, and she is down on the field with another one of my favorites, CCISD Superintendent Dr. Roland Hernandez. Katia.
That's right, Paul. Thank you so much for, we are here, we are live on the sidelines, and I have the CCISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Roland Hernandez. You must be so proud.
We are so proud. If you just take a look around at the whole crowd, we have so many people here. I think it's our second largest attendance in the history.
Wouldn't it be great to have it like this every single week, right?
Yes, this is exactly what we want our kids to be a part of. It's very exciting for the coaches and players, and it really has brought a lot of alumni back to the game. So we love what we see. We're excited for the kids, and so many thanks to our fans.
And what does it say about CCISD to have this type of game and just this type of response?
Well, you know, we've really put a lot of time and effort. Our community has been very supportive over the past several years with bond elections that we've done. All of those bond elections have gone to our schools, our weight rooms, our programs, you know, academic, extracurricular, and that's what makes your teams better. Sure. And so to have two teams from Corpus Christi ISD playing each other this deep in the playoffs and having to knock each other out to advance to the state playoffs, that's what it's about.
Okay, so who's it going to win, Vets or Miller?
Well, you know, that's a tough one. I'll just tell you, CCISD is going to win.
There you go. Okay, listen, before we go to break, all right, now yesterday, you were asleep already because that tryptophan kicked in from the turkey, but when the Saints won last night, they cheered to turkey legs. We ate all the turkey, but I brought turkey cookies, so let's cheers to CCISD.
All right.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Roland Hernandez. And now we'll be back for more Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry after this.
This Friday and Saturday only, it's the sales tax holiday with a discount equal to your sales tax.
Everyone's talking about this sale only at Wilcox.
Get this sofa, now just $381. Great furniture, delivered fast at great prices. Wilcox Furniture.
Hey, it only happens once a year, folks, but it's going on right now. Our big Black Friday month-end sales event here at All-Star Mitsubishi in Corpus Christi. Hey, everybody, I'm Dan Walters. Come in right now. Every new car and truck, every used car and truck in our giant inventory, all marked for immediate sale. 0% financing for 72 months, folks. No payments for 90 days. Super easy credit, but you got to hurry. Sale ends Saturday. All-Star Mitsubishi. Hey, look, you come and see us.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Go.
Hi, I'm Ariel Garcia, your local Geico agent in the Coastal Band. My office has been serving the area for more than 35 years, and we're proud to be part of our community. Stop by our new office at 5725 SPID. We love to help you save on your auto, home, motorcycle, renter's insurance, and more. We are dedicated to providing you with quality and personalized service. So call us or stop by our new location on SPID today.
In Corpus Christi, you are 55% more likely to be a crime victim than the average Texan. A Holland Safe will give you peace of mind when your most valuable belongings are secure. I founded Holland Safe Company to give families and businesses better protection for their guns, jewelry, cash, and documents. Right now, all safes are 50% off suggested retail, so now is the time to buy. That's 50% off all Holland safes, including the popular Blackhawk gun safes.
This is the sale you've been waiting for at Wilcox.
Get this queen mattress set, just $448, or this dining set, just $497. Free financing, free delivery, and a discount equal to your sales tax at the sales tax holiday.
Only at Wilcox Furniture.
You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers, and brought to you by these sponsors.
Today's game is made possible by Allen Samuels Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Aransas Pass. Come by and let's be friends. We're at halftime. Veterans Memorial leading Miller by a score of 28-21. Love that interview by Katia Uriarte with CCISD Superintendent Dr. Roland Hernandez. And is she a tough interviewer or what? You're going to ask the superintendent which one of these CCISD teams is going to win. That's what is known as a journalist holding people's feet to the fire.
Man, and he answered it in a proper way, saying that, yeah, CCISD school would win. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So much fun because this game is delivering in every way, and part of the fun is the Miller High School Buccaneer Band. Let's go down to the field and catch some of their act. nothing but fun on this Friday after Thanksgiving, and a lot of the fun here provided by the Miller High School Buccaneer Band. And Alan Harwell, we got lots more high school football playoff fun coming tonight and tomorrow.
Man, we are a busy group right now. You know, remember when the playoffs began a few weeks back, we had 23 area schools qualify. We're down to 7. 2 are playing today in this game. We got 5 more. 4 of those teams play tonight, and we have 1 more game tomorrow. So we're going to be busy on the Fever tonight, and let's check in with Jeff Dubraw for a preview. Jeff?
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Paul. Miller and Vets is just a very large appetizer to the 3-course meal that is the regional semifinals, with the majority of our games kicking off around South Texas tonight and going into tomorrow. Here are just a few games to keep your eyes on. Cal Allen, they took care of business last week against Kerrville-Tivy, defeating the Antlers rather soundly, 53-35. Maybe a surprise to some, but not for the Wildcats. They reached the regional semifinal for the 5th straight year, 8th time in the decade. Now they take on a team they just faced last year, the Brenham Cubs. They won 42-13. They're going to play Saturday night in the Alamo Dome. That game will be at 8 p.m. We'll have your highlights at 10 on Saturday night and a recap on Sunday if you missed it. How about Sinton? They're still alive, and Michael Troutman's team is playing some very inspired football as of late. We all knew they were hot coming into the playoffs, and they have continued to roll through their first 2 rounds, defeating Port Isabel and Llano. Now they meet possibly the favorite in their region, the Navarro Panthers. The Panthers have not been challenged so far in the 2019 playoffs, getting past their first 2 opponents with ease. Now the Pirates look to knock off the Panthers and earn a spot in the regional final. That game is in Cuero tonight. Lastly, this might be the best game in the entire state. A number 1 versus number 2 battle in Converse as Refugio and Shiner face off for the 2nd straight season and the 3rd time since 2015. Refugio won both of those meetings, and they've taken care of their opponents. They defeated Thorndale 49-20 last week, while Shiner, they've won their first 2 games easily as well. It may be a reach to say it, but the winner of this game may as well be playing in Arlington for the state title come December 18th. It really could be the case, but you never know what happens in between now and then. 2 other games taking place tonight. George West faces Hallettsville and San Antonio, and Rockport Fulton will take on Wimberley over in Beeville. We'll have you covered on all of those games on tonight's Friday Night Fever. For now, though, all eyes are on the biggest game in the city over at Buck Stadium. Let's send it back to Paul and Allen for the second half.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to the Friday Night Fever. By the way, we'll hear from Roland Rodriguez live from Beeville at 6 and 10 o'clock tonight. He'll be covering the Rockport game. He'll have Coach Chase Seibert live tonight at 6:20 on the early edition of the Fever. And then, of course, we're really looking forward to those Refugio highlights tonight. And Jeff made a good point. Win tonight, and I think you go all the way. This is their really last big test. Then, of course, tomorrow Cal Allen plays Brenham. That's a huge game. We'll see what happens there. But Wildcats, don't count those guys out during the playoffs.
I would never make that mistake. As we go to the halftime statistics, Alan, our statistician, Rudy Vasquez, makes a really good observation here that as well as the Eagles have moved the ball, they probably would like to get a little more going on the ground.
Yeah, it's a little surprising. They've only got 24 yards, but look at Miller.
Yeah.
Well, they've only got 12, and Miller really got hot in the passing game in the second quarter. You and I also talked about it during the break. We're a little surprised. No turnovers committed by either team, so it's been a very well played football game. There was, I guess, technically 1 fumble in this game, and that was the recovery, and we'll talk about that here in a moment, that saved a touchdown for Veterans Memorial. Boy, they come out and they look good on their opening drive. They score, and then there is the fumble and then the recovery right there that helped save Memorial's touchdown right there early on. Then later, on their next possession, this is Carter Centerfit, and he finds Joseph Perez, and Joseph is going to find the end zone for a 14-0 lead. And so they score, Paul, on their first 2 possessions. First play of the second quarter, Andrew Body connects with Ezekiel Moya. He runs away. That's a 52-yard touchdown, and they close the gap to 14-7. Still second quarter. Back comes Vets, and that's a nice catch by actually like the 1-foot line, and then that would lead to this Jacob Hernandez Wildcat run into the end zone, and it's 21-7 Veterans Memorial with 10 minutes left to play in the first half. Andrew Body comes back, 27-yard TD pass to Ezekiel Moya. 21-14 Vets leading at this point, And then Andrew Body would score on an 8-yard run to tie this game at 21-all. Here it is right here, and then just 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Carter Sinifit will then hit De La Pena again, who scores from 17 yards out, 28-21. And again, Paul, that was De La Pena who recovered that loose pigskin in the end zone for the first touchdown.
It was, but I do want to check on this. As a matter of fact, when we look at that, that may actually have been Brad Berta, number 5, on the recovery there. We want to make sure we give credit where credit is due. We'll check on that because initially it did appear to be De La Pena. What a game we're having. Eagles up 28-21, back with the rest of halftime and then on into the third quarter in just a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Kingsville Ford does 3 great things. We have a huge selection of built Ford tough cars, trucks, and SUVs. We work hard to get you the very best deal, and we set the standard for competitive pricing. You want a great deal and the best price? That's what we do best. We're Kingsville Ford, home of the king size deal.
In 2017 alone, 2.8 million U.S. workers were injured on the job. Construction, transportation, manufacturing, oil and gas, and agriculture were among the most dangerous industries for workplace accidents. If you were injured in a workplace accident, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious workplace accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
It's football time in Texas, and it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
The spotlight is on the premier match.
We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Ford Player of.
All the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
When you think about the next steps in your future, what's next? Get a job or get your degree? Thinking about classes and college tuition can be overwhelming. We get it. But consider this. Del Mar College costs about 1/3 of what you'd pay at area universities, with hundreds of degree options to get you a career you love. So when you are thinking about your next steps, start thinking like a Viking. Learn more at delmar.edu.
I'm so busy. Sometimes it's hard to feel festive. But thanks to H-E-B Curbside and Delivery, I'm fa-la-la-la-lying a lot more. At HEB.com, I can order party trays, a fresh natural turkey, fun kitchen stuff, and toys for the kids, including my first baby, Gus. Then I confirm my order and happier holidays to me.
You'll feel like a kid again with curbside and delivery from H-E-B. Bring home the holiday magic.
Here's a quick list of things you're going to find at the all-new Super Center here in Kingsville. A huge selection of great cars, SUVs, and trucks. And if that's not enough, we do your financing as well. Find just what you need at the all-new Super Center here in Kingsville, home of the king size deal.
Breaking news alerts on your phone. Download the Chris 6 News app today. You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers, and brought to you by these sponsors.
Just about ready for quarter number 3 in this much anticipated game. Let's go down to the field in Chelsea Torres, who is alongside Miller coach Justin Evans.
Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. Second half underway here, and I'm here with Miller head coach Justin Evans. Justin, obviously a little bit of a slow start in the first half. What did you tell your boys in the halftime?
Well, we can't start slow against a good football team like that. We got it going again. We cut it to a one-possession game, and now, second half.
What differences are you going to make for the second half?
I think we're locked in now. We're playing, got to fix some little fundamental schematic things, but I think we'll be fine.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alan, Paul, go and send it back to you all in the studio.
All right, Chelsea, thank you very much. And Alan, we went back and we checked the video, and we want to make sure we get this right?
We did. It was Brad Berta that recovered the loose pigskin there, and so he will get credit for scoring the game's first touchdown. So congratulations to a very alert Brad Berta, where the ball got loose. That ball could have easily gone into the end zone and come out, and that was a game-saving play right there for veterans.
Very alert play and resulted in the first touchdown of the game. Today's game is brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop GoNissan.com. So Miller will get the ball to start the third quarter, trailing by 7 at 28-21.
All right, 7 touchdowns the first half. Let's see what the second half has to show for it. I think we're just going to continue on with some great play here. I really do.
Connor Rye tees the ball up again because that stiff breeze coming out of the south blew it off the tee. Here's the kickoff. It's popped up in the air, taken by McCulley and Williams. Man, I don't know why you want to kick the ball to that guy, because he takes that pop-off kickoff and just turns it into an absolute weapon as he gets it into Veterans territory. They're going to mark it at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter who gets the football on a short kick like that. You're going to get great field position.
You're going to get great field position, but if you kick it to Williams,
that's even worse.
You're risking that the next guy that does anything is the scoreboard operator.
And they've kicked it to Moya once also, so that's double trouble.
Very true. Body, of course, has gone all the way at quarterback. He's thrown for a couple of scores and run for one as well. His team trails 28-21. That was a backwards pass, so it's a good thing he caught it. That is McCulley and Williams, and that actually is a really good open field tackle. That was just a really nice job by Joseph Davis. Yeah, he was hanging on by his shirt tail, but that's the only way the rest of that pursuit could get there. And he holds him to about a 3-yard gain. Body throws far side. Ralph Rodriguez complete. You're not going to catch him. He's going to cut it back. He's at the 15, cuts it inside, and is down at the 14-yard line. And I continue, Allen, to be impressed by the way these other Miller receivers block downfield.
They do a tremendous job, and you heard what Coach Evans said. This team is finally locked in. Look out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. Here's McCulley and Williams coming near side, gets a block, tucks it inside, again is brought down by his shirt tail, which actually is a pretty good tackle, and it's made at about the 8-yard line by Brandon Moreno, the junior defensive back.
Well, you want a fast start here in the second half. You're seeing it right here. Coach Evans said they wanted to play really fast today.
They're doing that quickly to the line of scrimmage. Body was not anticipating the snap. It came early, and he's going to be hit back at about the 10-yard line. And since that caught him by surprise, they're lucky that did not result in a fumble.
Yeah, Dylan Pena with a nice tackle there. And a little miscommunication there by the Buccaneers, and they live to tell about it. They keep the ball.
So Body goes over to the sideline to confer with his head coach, Justin Evans, and offensive coordinator Ruben Garcia.
Yeah, you can see it right there. He just doesn't know the ball's coming, but he's smart enough to be able to hold on to the football.
Third down, back at the 9-yard line. Running play coming near side. That's Body himself. He's going to be picked up and slammed down right at about the 4-yard line. So we'll see with respect to
he got it
first down yardage here, and it looks like he probably did. He did. It's going to be first and goal. Good tough run. This drive started at the Veterans 46-yard line. And this is the 6th play of the drive upcoming. Body running play all the way. Cuts it back off left guard. Not going to get to the goal line, but picks up maybe a yard. Clock running with 9:39 remaining in the third quarter. And the Buccaneers looking again to tie the game. They have twice trailed by 14. They have twice trailed by 7. They've tied it once before, and they're looking to do so again. Body the quarterback on this 2nd and goal. 3 receivers to the far side. Marcel Davis motions that way as well. Body will keep it. Good physical run down to about the 1, but he's not in, and that's going to set up a big third down.
Man, he's got to hold on to that football. He did a good job. They're just trying to strip that ball away.
And on the tackle for the Eagles, number 19, Jada Porter.
Man, this has the looks of the game. Whoever has the ball last is going to win.
And if that takes 2 or 3 or 4 overtimes,
that's the way it's going to be.
So be it, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Body on 3rd and goal. Marcel Davis is the running back. Play clock at 6. Body looking into the end zone, throws it out there. It is incomplete. Is that going to draw a flag? It is not. It was just a good play. It was intended for Ralph Rodriguez, and that is just a heck of a play by Christian Hinojosa.
Looks like I hit him in the back. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it's hitting. Yeah, sure did. All right, here's your big play right here. 4th and goal.
And the line of scrimmage officially the 2. So, yeah. Big play would be an understatement. Here we go. Body runs it, ducks inside. He gets stopped short.
Wow, what a defensive stand by Veterans Memorial. It's like they knew that play was coming.
Well, and our broadcast booth is next to the booth that holds the Veterans Memorial coaches, and they were screaming with joy when their team made that big 4th down stop. Now, the flip side is here, and why you kind of understand, or very much understand, the call by Miller is that you're leaving them on a long field. Okay, they're now 98 yards away, and who knows, they could make a mistake down there deep in their own territory, turn it over. So they still accomplished a great deal with that drive.
All right, let's see what they can do. They got to be awfully cautious here. Again, no turnovers committed yet by either team.
Line of scrimmage the 2, so you got the quarterback center fit and the running back, Kobe Piper, standing 3 and 4 yards deep in their end zone. Center fit wants to throw it out of there, and on the slant, throws it behind a man. The ball is batted around, deflected, and intercepted. That's Zamori Nichols on the interception, and as we were saying, they left him a long field and an opportunity to turn the ball over.
Sure was, and it's the first turnover of the game, and that was like pinball there. The ball bouncing around, and then number 23 picks it up in the air, and all of a sudden, Miller's got the ball again. 1st and goal.
Zamori Nichols on the INT.
Did you see that? Did that ball bounce off a Veterans Memorial helmet?
Absolutely. That was like a pinball. It bounced off several people. So Miller right back where they were moments ago with a 1st and goal inside the 5. They're going to run it again with Body. This time to the outside. He's brought down by the shirt tail, but did he get in? He did. He crossed the plane. Touchdown. Touchdown, Miller Buccaneers for Body, his 2nd rushing TD of the game.
Man, what a turn of events this has been. And they're a point away from tying it up again.
Alan, I can't get the smile off my face. This is such a great game, and this is so good for Corpus Christi High School football and really all of Corpus Christi. This is the real deal today.
It really is. This game has lived up to the hype. We hyped it up all week for good reason.
Aniceto Zamora, he's been perfect on PATs. Snaps a little high, but Moya gets it down, and the kick is good, and just like that, we're tied at 28, so absolutely nothing has been settled. We've got 8:05 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Back in a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Well, that was great,
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, motorcyclists are 26 times more likely to die in a crash compared to other motorists. Motorcycle accidents spinal injuries, brain injuries, and death. If you or a loved one were injured in a motorcycle crash, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious motorcycle accidents and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi is a destination like no other. As an Islander, you more than 80 areas of study. Explore unique, hands-on learning opportunities with award-winning professors and choose from more than 150 clubs and organizations. At Texas A&M Corpus Christi, you'll earn a degree designed to impact your life and the world around you. Your island, your university.
Alan, what an effort by Andrew Body to tie this game up. As first we see the interception.
Yeah, it looked like it was in one Miller Buccaneers' hands, then it hit the top of a Vets helmet, and then into number 23, and then on this play here, Andrew, watch the great. He keeps his knee from hitting the ground before the ball crosses the goal line. So we are tied at 28, 8 touchdowns now and counting.
And what a great interception that was by Zamori Nichols to set up that short scoring drive. Tied at 28. Zamora set to kick it off. Pops it up in the air, and a fair catch, alertly called. Good decision at the 41-yard line.
All right, so if you're Vets, you just gotta collect yourself here, and you know you're in a tie ball game, and you just drive it down the field here.
Tonight's
Forget
game
about the interception.
Brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop GoNissan.com.
I'm still amazed by all these short kickoffs here. Every team is getting just such good field position to start their drives.
Decisions governed by the winds, but yeah, it has resulted in offenses really starting in great shape. Eagles do it again, this time from their 42-yard line. Kobe Piper gets into the clear for one of the few times, but then gives a little ground, and what looked like it was going to be a good gain ends up being a gain of less than a yard. What lateral pursuit by that Miller defense, led by senior outside linebacker Joshua Cantu.
Yeah, the Buccaneers have done a really good job of containing that Vets running game today.
That looked like it was going to be at least a 6-yard gain.
We'll try and get you a run total here in a moment for rushing yards for Vets.
Center fit the quarterback with 10 seconds showing on the play clock. Play fake, looks near side and throws it into the ground. The intended receiver was Joey Perez, but the ball was far short of him.
Vets held to just 22 yards rushing total today. It's got to be a season low,
I would think. And Miller not exactly tearing it up on the ground either.
No, they're not. It's been the passing game for both teams.
So third and almost full 10. From the 42-yard line, 2 receivers to either side. Center fit against the 4-man rush. Flushes to the near side, looks downfield, has a man. That's Cameron De La Pena across midfield and into Miller territory at the 48. Brought down by middle linebacker Jayshon Trimble. But what an afternoon sophomore wide receiver Cameron De La Pena has had.
Yeah, I think that's his 10th catch already today. He's been unstoppable.
So they convert on 3rd and 10. Move the ball into Buccaneer territory, 48-yard line. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Game tied at 28. And we've got a flag here thrown by the umpire, Mark Trammell.
Number 71. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
5-yard walk-off there moves it back into Vets territory at 47-yard line. Where it is now 1st and 15. Kobe Piper off left tackle. Really takes a hard hit. He gets back to penalty yardage, but that's about it. He was just about cut in half by Cassius Clay.
Yeah, that's some tough running by Cody Piper. Take another look at it here. Put his head down and keep going.
Gain of 6, so it's 2nd and 9. And we're back in Miller territory at 47-yard line. Bit gives it off to Piper, and I mean, he gets absolutely nothing. So it'll be 3rd and long. Moments ago, they converted a 3rd and 10 on the completion to De La Pena. Let's see what they got dialed up this time. They get quickly to the line of scrimmage, but we do have a timeout called by the Miller defense. We've got 5:44 remaining here in the third quarter. We're tied at 28. This is pretty good stuff. Back in a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
It's that time of year again. The Black Friday sales event is here at Allen Samuels in Aransas Pass.
The 2019 Ram 1500 redefines what a truck can be with overwhelming innovation, space, storage, and technology, all in America's longest lasting truck. We invite you to come see why this is the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Take advantage of up to 18% off on all 2019 Ram trucks right here at Allen Samuels in Aransas Pass.
The Black Friday sales event is here at Allen Samuels in Aransas Pass.
We'll beat anyone's price.
Come by. Let's be friends.
We've heard a lot from our members, like why they work, why they save. That's why we offer the tools you need to build your worth, like high-yielding CDs and money market accounts, or free checking that earns real interest, not just pennies. And ATM fees, they all go back into your account. Because saving for tomorrow shouldn't set you back today. It's not just a product we offer, it's the whole reason why we're here. Navy Army Community Credit Union. Checking, savings, loans.
Back at sold-out Buccaneer Stadium on this big 3rd and 9. We are knotted at 28. Veterans Memorial with the ball at the Miller 47-yard line. Robert Dutton blows his whistle, and we're back to play. Center fit against a blitz. Comes up against it, gets into the clear, leaning toward first down yardage, and appears to have it at about the 37-yard line. So Miller Allen brought the blitz, and Centerfit just ran into the vacated area.
Man, that was a great effort by Carter Centerfit. Look at him go, and he knows he's really close to that first down marker, and he just barely gets it by about a half a foot.
Big, strong young man finally brought down by Darrell Harvey, and he actually took that linebacker on. 1st and 10 from the 37. This drive started back at the Veterans 41-yard line. 6th play of the drive, Centerfit right up the gut, looking for a block, kind of gets one. Brought down by Joshua Cantu, but that's going to move the sticks again down to the 22-yard line.
That was a great fake to Cody Piper. You don't see it on the replay, but he had a lot of people faked out on that.
You know, until that play, we really haven't seen the zone read quarterback keep right up the gut like that.
Well, it certainly worked this time. Watch it here. Yeah. See all the Bucks go the opposite direction.
Absolutely.
Good camera work.
Centerfit, a big, strong young man on first down.
He did it again.
Keep it again. This time he goes wide, gets to the 20, and shoved out of bounds there. So a gain of only about 2, and since he went out of bounds, that'll stop the clock with 4:35 showing in the 3rd quarter.
You know, I don't know how big their playbook is. I don't know how many plays they have in there, obviously, but boy, they have a lot of different play selections they can go to at various points in the game that they haven't used before.
With that coaching staff at Veterans Memorial, quite the offensive minds. They have a very versatile and adaptable offense, as do the Miller Buccaneers. Motion across the formation. That's De La Pena. They throw it out there to him. Throw was not right on target, and it's ruled incomplete. Probably one Centerfit would want to have back.
Yeah, it looked like it was thrown a little bit low, obviously.
As you can see, the point of the ball did hit the ground. Excellent call. So we got a 3rd and 8. Nose the ball right at the 20-yard line. This is the regional semifinal. Perez motion across the formation. They throw it to the near side, and that's a really nice play by defensive back Ralph Rodriguez. The receiver, Berta, is looking for a flag, but there is none. Ralph Rodriguez, one of the really outstanding athletes, and he may have a cramp.
I think he does.
He's pulling his right toe there, which is always indicative of a calf cramp. You know, it is kind of a muggy afternoon, and proper hydration is an issue this afternoon.
Yeah, it is. It's a gorgeous day. Not much, hardly any sunshine whatsoever, but it has turned out well. At least the rain came early and left, got out of here. But right now it's 76 degrees, and the wind still blowing about 20 miles an hour, south-southeast.
It got up to around 25 earlier in the game.
It certainly did.
So this is going to be 4th and officially 8, but almost 9 yards. So Veterans Memorial trying to retake the lead. We're currently knotted up at 28. Fourth down, and here we go. Center fit under pressure, throws it deep down the near side. It is incomplete, broken up brilliantly by safety Anthony De La Garza. And the ball goes over, and the Miller defense comes up big on that series.
Boy, that was huge. Did you see the ball almost landed in Bradley Berta's arms there at the last second? Watch this. He's pressured. Center fit gets it away. Watch this. Right?
Oh, it almost did. Oh, you were so right. Yeah.
Would have been a touchdown.
So, after taking over on downs, it's 1st and 10 Miller from the Buccaneer 21-yard line. Looking to take the lead for the first time today. McCulley and Williams on the first down carry. He's going to lose yardage. Back down around the 16-yard. Ball's loose. Big scramble for the ball. It's still loose. There is a Veterans Memorial player on the ball. They've got it. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 7. That was Brandon Moreno on the recovery. And what a wild, long, protracted play that was, Alan.
It really was. So both turnovers have come deep in their end of the field. Check this out. The ball is, I mean, he's trying to make something happen, obviously. Then the ball comes loose. Then it's just wiggling around there. Then
and nobody can really find it.
No, they can't.
Good job by Moreno. Finally makes a very secure recovery, giving his team a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Kobe Piper to the right of the quarterback. Carter center fit. Center fit comes to the near side under heavy pressure. He's knocked down. What a play that was by blitzing middle linebacker Jay Sean Trimble.
That was huge. I mean, the guy comes up big so many times.
And we've got another player down with what I'm almost sure is a leg cramp. And that is the defensive tackle, Manuel Lozano. Was kind of thinking this morning that hydration really might be a problem on a day like today. Once again, special thanks to all of our sponsors: Thomas J. Henry, your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers, Grande Communications, Nissan, CCRV, Superior H&H Homes, Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Aransas Pass. We thank you all.
So both teams have had second chances to score here of late. We saw Miller with the interception after they could not convert on 4th down. And then we come down here and Vets can't convert on 4th down, and they get the ball right back.
Get the ball right back. It's the land of second chances. So the line of scrimmage is the 16. And this drive started on the 7 following the turnover. A loss of 9. 2 receivers left and right for the Veterans Memorial Eagles, trying to retake the lead. Right now, 3:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter. One-on-one matchup to the bottom of your screen. Center fit will keep, and once again will get hit behind the line of scrimmage, back at about the 19-yard line. We've called this man's name a lot of times today. Great play by nose tackle Dejon Bisbee.
Yeah, he's been a man on a mission. Cannot run past that guy. So
Eagles moving backwards.
Yeah.
After the turnover, they had the ball at the 7. Now it's back on the 19. Center fit has time, steps up, throws it into the end zone. That's a strike. That's a touchdown. That's Joey Perez on the reception from 19 yards away, right on target. And once again, Veterans Memorial retakes the lead. It's 34-28 with the PAT upcoming.
Boy, that was a perfect pass. That was a great route run there. And, I mean, he put it where only he could catch the football. Once again, the Eagles answer a Miller touchdown. Again, the turnover. Both teams have turned it over and have led to touchdowns.
Low snap, and they get it down clean. And the kick is good. Once again, the margin is 7 at 35-28. Back with the final 3 minutes of the third quarter in a moment. You're watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Champing Care of Corpus Christi has been trusted in serving the surrounding area for over 15 years. Their experienced staff will care for your loved ones with compassion and respect.
You're always a champion at Champion Care. We're there when you need us. We're people you trust. 'Cause you're always a champion at Champion Care. We are Champion Care.
I love the Coastal Bend. It's a community that values honesty, integrity, and being there for your neighbors. And it's those same values that Chris 6 News brings to every newscast by finding and telling only the truth and opening your eyes to things you otherwise wouldn't know about. You can count on Chris 6 News for the truth about why decisions are made, who is making them, and how those decisions will affect you. I'm Katuriarte, and I stand for truth.
Back at Buck Stadium, and Alan, as we look at this, once again, Miller playing what's called cover zero. That means they don't have a safety in the middle, and the receiver just beats him on man coverage.
Boy, he certainly did. And again, the turnover leads to a touchdown, and so they regain the lead now at 35-28. Both teams again have turned the ball over here in the second half. They've led to touchdowns. So 9 scores on the day so far.
Well, I've got more notebook paper if we need it.
I know, man. We're going through a lot of paper here, but we knew that this would be a high-scoring game, and it's no surprising that we're seeing this. This is what these two teams do: is score a lot of points.
We got at least 15 minutes or more fun in this one, and I say more because the last two times these teams got together in Week 9, they went to double overtime before Miller came away with that 50-43 win. Look at this kick.
It just wouldn't go 10 yards, would it? They were there.
That was the thing. They really, and you know what? I just so much admire Cody Semper and his staff. They wanted to go for it right there. You're exactly right, Alan. The only reason they didn't get it is because the ball didn't go 10 yards.
And they had 4 guys. I mean, it was very well done. Look at all the guys just waiting. Okay, go forward. The ball. Let's go forward. Just go forward. It just won't do it.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Injury attorneys available 24/7, nights and weekends. Visit tjhlaw.com. So Vets will start this drive, or Miller, I should say, will start this drive from the Vets 42-yard line following the unsuccessful onside attempt. Marcel Davis is the running back. Back in the backfield with quarterback Andrew Body. Body gives it to Davis over left guard, and he leans forward, gets down inside the 40, down to about the 38 before he's brought down by defensive tackle M.J. Rodriguez.
I got to tell you, starting field position for both teams tonight, I don't know if we're charting this, but it's got to be around the 45-yard line.
It really does. We've seen a couple of times where a team started a drive, an isolated drive deep in their own territory, but for the most part, you're right, both offenses, Alan, have been playing on a very short field. 2nd and 6. Now they have 4 receivers to the right side of the formation. Deep ball, looking for a man. It is just batted away at the last moment. That was intended for Ralph Rodriguez, and that is not a good. That is a brilliant play by safety Christian Hinojosa.
Yeah, he made a great play on the football here. Let's take another look at it because I thought this was going to be 6.
Watch him keep his composure. He knows I have to close to the receiver before I can make a play, and he didn't put his hands up until the receiver put his hands up. That is great coaching and a very coachable player. 3rd and 6. Davis motions to the far side. They throw the slant over the middle. Bingo. That is Adrian Lloyd. Kiss it goodbye. Adrian Lloyd takes that one to the house from 38 yards away.
Man, they make it look easy, don't they?
they can do it awfully quickly. 2:18 remaining in the third quarter, and what a strike by Andrew Body. That is his third touchdown pass of the day to go along with 2 rushing touchdowns.
Took them less than a minute to score, and again, good field position led to this touchdown.
PAT on its way, and it's good. And once again, we are tied, this time at 35. 2:18 remaining here in quarter number 3. Back with this Bafo finish coming up in just a moment. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. Why? Because this is where the action is. For
All
sure,
right.
this is where we're having fun.
Let's take another look at it again. Adrian, you can see here, right across the middle. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You can't cover that. And he's going to take it 38 yards for the score, Adrian Lloyd. Touchdown. 10 touchdowns tonight. I wouldn't have said this on the air. I thought about it. I think we're going to get 12 touchdowns before this ball game started. I would sound crazy saying that, but look at it. We're at 10 now.
Shallow angles taken by the safeties for Veterans Memorial, and Adrian Lloyd has so much speed that proved to be fatal. And they get the touchdown pass that ties the game once again. Tonight's game is made possible by Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass. Come by and let's be friends.
All right, now with that touchdown pass, Andrew Body is now thrown for 319 yards. He's 18 of 30, and they're warming up.
47 TD passes on the season,
and still 1 interception all year long. That's just amazing. Here it is again, and
yeah, see, the safety took a little bit too shallow an angle, and then Adrian Lloyd just splits the defenders.
All right, every time Miller has come back to ties, Betts answers. Let's see if they can do it again.
Again, this little short kick into the open area is rolling around, though, and that's the danger of that kind of thing. Kicking team is hoping the receiving team will make a mistake. They cover the ball up, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
This game reminds me so much of the other game that we broadcast this year, the Bishop-Taft game. Remember that game?
That was a long time ago, but yes, I do.
We had 12 touchdowns in that game. We're at 10, right? I didn't think we could reach 12 again, but we're just 2 away, and it's going to happen.
No doubt.
We're at least 2 more scores in this game.
No doubt, and we have at least 14 more minutes remaining in this game. Center fit's gone all the way at quarterback. Balance formation, 2 receivers to either side. Piper on the first down carry, puts his hand down, keeps his balance, keeps chugging. By far his most impressive carry of the day, and he's got a first down out at around the 47-yard line before he's brought down from behind by outside linebacker Darryl Harvey.
Yeah, that's certainly what Betts wants to do. They want to set up the pass play with some good run game here. He's tough to bring down. I mean, he's a load. We all know that.
Gain of 11. Piper this time to the left of the quarterback. They'll bring him across the formation. Another running play. And on first down, he gets a gain of about 2. Clock running with 1:36 remaining in the third quarter. Tackle again made by that outstanding middle linebacker for the Miller Buccaneers, Ja'Shawn Trimble. Second and 8. Jet sweep. That's De La Pena. Tries to turn the corner. Does so a little bit, but takes a look at right at midfield, and he is deposited by defensive end Jared Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's a big hit right there. That's kind of a dangerous hit there. Watch right here, kind of. Yeah, man, that'll hurt your back if you're not careful.
De La Pena with a big day today. Almost no gain, so it's essentially 3rd and 8. Movement before the snap, could be a free play. Center fit sees it, throws deep far side. Got a man at the 10-yard line and into the end zone. Did he score? Where are they going to mark it?
His knee went down about the 1-yard line.
Absolutely, yeah. I think another completion, just a yard shy of a touchdown, and that is
Matthew Krall.
Matthew Krall, their 6'3" receiver. He got a step on the defensive back, Cassius Clay. Watch him haul it in. And as Allen indicated, he almost got it across the plane, but good call there because the knee did hit with the nose of the ball shy of the goal line. But we've been telling you about that personal battle. This goes back to that regular season game.
They're actually going to mark it at the
at the I guess 14. He stepped out of bounds, I suppose. Would be immediately after the catch. That's the only thing it could be. So the line of scrimmage is the 14. Look at this.
Doesn't matter.
On the keep at the 3. Cuts it back inside, and he is back to about where we thought the ball was a minute ago at the 1 yard line. I'm going to say this. If center fit had stayed inside, he'd have walked in.
Let's take another look at it. He's going to go left.
He got a big gap inside there, but he bounces outside. Not that it wasn't a really effective play. I guess it was. It's 1st and goal at the 2. This drive started back at the Eagle 36-yard line. 6th play of the drive coming up, but that'll come in the 4th quarter because we have reached the end of 3 and have decided exactly nothing. We're knotted at 35. Back with the 4th quarter of what could be an instant classic in just a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Case by case, year by year, breaking records for our clients. If you've been injured, call Thomas J. Henry.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Go.
Hi, I'm Ariel Garcia, your local Geico agent in the Coastal Bend. My office has been serving the area for more than 35 years, and we're proud to be part of our community. Stop by our new office at 5725 SPID. We love to help you save on your auto, home, motorcycle, renter's insurance, and more. We are dedicated to providing you with quality and personalized service. So call us or stop by our new location on SPID today.
Severe weather alerts wherever you are. Download the Storm Shield app now.
Tonight's game is brought to you by your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers. Also brought to you by CCRV, keeping RVs affordable and fun. Also brought to you by Superior H&H Homes. Let Superior H&H Homes build your dream home today. So, Alan, after a game in which we saw no turnovers for the longest time, we have 2 critical turnovers so far.
Yeah, both teams taking advantage of it and cashing in.
Tied at 35, entering quarter number 4. 1st and goal, Vets trying to take the lead at the Miller 2-yard line. Kobe Piper, the running back, to the left of the quarterback. This is quarterback run all the way. Piper gets a block. Center fit gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown, and once again, the Veterans Memorial Eagles take the lead. That drive started back at their 36-yard line, so that's a 64-yard touchdown drive in 6 plays.
Carter Cernafit, he's you know, we talk a lot about him throwing the ball, but he's an excellent runner too, and he takes it in there for the 11th touchdown. And every time Miller seems to come back and tie the game, Betts always finds a way to come back, at least so far today.
We have not seen a missed PAT today. Both kickers have been perfect in that department. And Veterans Memorial once again back on top by 7, this time at 42-35, as the 4th quarter has just begun.
All right. We have the stats. We have our 3rd quarter stats we can go over with real quick. All right. Well, let me just tell you here, you talk about a game being tight. We've got 349 yards for Veterans Memorial to Miller's 386. That's pretty tight. But we're going to add the 2 more yards from a moment ago, so it's actually 351 now for Veterans Memorial. Rushing yards, Veterans Memorial 69 to Miller's 67. And the turnovers both at 1. So even in the passing department, it's very close with Miller at 319 and Veterans at 280. We advertised a very good game, a close game, a high-scoring game, and it's exactly what you're getting. It's 42-35, 11 touchdowns and counting. It's just this is what fans want to see. They like offense. Defense, yeah, defense can be fun, but offense is what sells tickets.
Can you imagine somebody either here at the stadium or watching this game on television, seeing this 11:55, going, you know what? I really need to, I don't know, wash the dog or take the trash out or go to the mall. Are you kidding me? This is an amazing football game.
Well, you keep thinking there might be a lull in the game where you can go do something, you know, start dinner or something, but you can't do that right now. You're going to miss something.
Connor Rye set to kick it off for the Eagles. His team leads by 7. Rye advances on the ball. Gets a foot into this one, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So the line of scrimmage will be the 25-yard line.
Yeah, old-fashioned football, starting from the 25-yard line. All right, we told you about the stats. Here they are in, you can look at them now. Look at how close the total yardage is, 349 to 386. Rushing yards, just 2 yards difference. Passing yards are just about even as well. Turnovers committed, both even, and both teams took advantage of those turnovers and put them into points. So the only thing that's different right now is the Eagles are up by just 1 touchdown.
I know that Miller quarterback Andrew Body's only a junior, but he is a local legend. So he is trying to add to that legend now. In the opening stages of the 4th quarter, throws far side. Ralph Rodriguez has it, breaks the tackle, ducks inside, gets out to the 40-yard line, and has a Miller Buccaneer first down. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Go the Bucks. 3 receivers to the far side. Body, play fake, throws over the middle. That's a really good, strong catch. Cassius Clay on the catch. That was outstanding coverage applied, too. That was Adrian Lloyd on the reception. 3 and not 7. Nose of the ball right at midfield. Well, we've got a receiver manned up on a DB here to the bottom of the screen. Body looks the other way, heaves it deep down the far side, and just overthrows his intended receiver, Ralph Rodriguez, down around the 11-yard line.
Boy, he can throw that football a long way, even in the wind.
Throws a pretty ball, too.
I mean, you can see the setup. Throws a rocket.
We've seen some outstanding man-to-man coverage by cornerbacks today because neither coaching staff is giving those corners a whole lot of help from the safeties. Second down for midfield. Rodriguez sets up to the near side in the slot. Body wants to throw, pulls it down. There's a flag on the play. Body kind of carrying the ball very precariously, and that flag, Allen, is in the area where you would anticipate offensive holding.
On the offense, number 53. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Yep, you're right.
There you heard the call from referee Robert Newton.
Those can be some big-time drive killers right there.
The hold was called on left guard Austin Lavelle. Moves the ball back to the Miller 40. So it's 2nd and 20. Marcel Davis is the running back. Body floats to the far side, looking. Now reverses his field, sets up, throws it downfield, and the pass is incomplete down around the 43-yard line. It was intended for Ezekiel Moya, but once again, just can't say enough good things about the quality of man-to-man coverage applied really by both secondaries.
Oh, I totally agree. That looked like Body had a little trouble with the snap, kind of threw him off a little bit. Did a good job of getting away from the pressure and then giving his receiver a chance to catch the ball.
Well, what you got on 3rd and 20? I guess we'll find out right now. Oh, look at this. They're going to go with everybody to the left side of the football. And you know what? That accomplished exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to make vets burn a timeout. He did that. 42-35, back with the final 10:44 in just a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than 100 Americans die each day in traffic crashes, and thousands more are injured. If you were injured in a car crash, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious auto accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
All right, so both coaching staffs making some strategic moves. A minute ago, you saw Miller come up with that really strategic formation, and if nothing else, it did what it was designed to do, and that is force vets to call a timeout. But when we come back to play, it's still 3rd and 20. Body with time. Throws deep left side looking for Cassius Clay.
He caught it.
Did he pull it in? Two things. One, he caught it. And beside that, there was defensive interference on the play anyway. But a magnificent catch by that big physical receiver, Cassius Clay, down around the 20-yard line.
That was a terrific catch. And again, you're throwing it into about a 22-mile-an-hour wind here.
DB got there early.
With his hand in his chest, he was still able to catch the football.
Yeah, that was Metter on the coverage, but just a really physical reception by Cassius Clay. And it carries officially down to the Eagle 22-yard line. Drive started back at the Miller 25. Ralph Rodriguez in motion across the formation, sets up in the slot to the right side. Body, pump fake, throws into the end zone, into the corner. It was intended for Adrian Lloyd. It's incomplete. Nice job of one-on-one battling there between receiver and cornerback.
Yeah, Jabez Hudson again doing a great job, and he prevents a Miller touchdown.
He is a tremendous player and really has excellent ball skills for a defensive back.
Well, you're an old defensive backs coach. I imagine you'd love to coach that guy.
Oh, what a pleasure that would be. Man, would he make me look good. From the 22, 2nd down. Body throws over the middle. This is picked off. This one is picked off and returned across the 15 to the 17. And that's that guy, Jabez Hudson, and only the 2nd INT of the season for Andrew Body.
It's the first one that I have seen in person. I was not here for the other INT, but that never happens. And it happened here, and that's a big play. That may be the play of the football game right there, because it looked like Miller was going in to tie this football game. And wow. Yeah. He anticipated that, didn't he?
Yeah. Have you ever heard quarterbacks say in a post-game press conference on interception, I never saw him? I will guarantee you he never saw him. They snuck a guy in the underneath coverage, and it worked like a charm. 1st and 10, Eagles. Keep it on the ground on 1st down because they want to keep that clock spinning with 10:09 remaining.
Yeah, that's a play we're going to look back on. That may be the game changer right there, if it stays the way this game is going.
Eagles with a 7-point lead, and that thwarted that scoring attempt by Miller that might have once again tied the football game. Center fit the quarterback. Play fake, throws far side. It's complete. 1st down and more. He's got 2 guys to beat. Receiver across midfield.
He's gone.
30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown goes Joey Perez.
Wow. That's incredible.
That is an 85-yard drive and an 83-yard touchdown completion to once again give the Eagles a 2-score lead. Look at him turn on the Jets because those two guys had an angle on him.
That was unbelievable. Talk about a turn of events. Once again, Veterans takes advantage of the turnover and scores. They're 2 for 2 on cashing in turnovers today, both here in the second half.
So Miller's going to have its work cut out for it, but it has trailed by 14 a couple of times today and has rallied, and they still have a full 9.5 minutes remaining. So the PAT upcoming, trying to make this a 49-35 game.
Touchdown number 12 on the day.
Unbelievable.
Boy, that'll help your passing statistics, won't it? On plays like that.
Joey Perez was just a big play. He came into today with only one receiving touchdown, but there could never be a bigger one. And watch this. Watch him just split the defenders.
So fast.
Absolutely. And he turned one safety, and then once he got the edge, it was over.
All right, so center fit with that TD pass is now thrown for 363 yards. So he's starting to light it up.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, number 18.
Hopefully Ezekiel will be okay. Hopefully just a little shaken up.
A young man we admire so much. Just such a team player and such a versatile player. And the guy's football IQ is just off the charts. He understands the game.
You know, and I picked that up quickly on Ezekiel. I've interviewed him several times this year, and he's very good about talking football. He knows the game. You're right. All right, 12 touchdowns. This is your 12th PAT. So
and nobody's missed yet.
I'm telling you, these guys, they're good.
Rye trying to go 7 for 7 today. He's only missed 2 PATs all year long. We'll take a break. 9:23 remaining. And Veterans Memorial once again up by 14, this time at 49-35. Back with the exciting finish in a moment. Thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
It's football time in Texas, and it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
The spotlight is on the premier match.
We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Sports player of.
All the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
Company cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and fleet vehicles are involved in thousands of accidents each year. An accident with a company vehicle is not just another car accident. If you were injured in a company vehicle accident, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious company vehicle accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
A rematch of a regular season classic back in week 9. In that one, Miller overcame an early 23-0 deficit to come back and beat Veterans Memorial 50-43 in double overtime. And they had to rally to do that. Let's see if history repeats itself. Veterans Memorial in this third round playoff game leads Miller by 2 scores at 49-35. 9:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Notice I did not say in the ball game because, Alan, who knows?
Well, did you see how excited that Joseph Pettis was on that catch? I mean, so many yards gained after the catch today for Veterans Memorial. They run such great routes.
Well, he should be excited. That was a tremendous and maybe even historic play. We'll see what happens. Kickoff taken at the 11-yard line. That's Zamori Nichols on the return, and it's a pretty good return as he pushes out across the 30 out to about the 33-yard line.
All right, so you figure in a normal football game, Miller would probably get the ball 2 more times. with 9 minutes to go. But this is not your normal football game because both teams can score so quickly. But on average, with about 9 minutes left, you expect to get the ball twice, right? Probably.
I think if you charted things over time, that would be about right. Yeah.
So it tells me they've got to score, then they've got to hold veterans, and they got to score again. And I think that's what they have to do now.
Well, this is a team that came into this game with 88 touchdowns on the season, and they have added 5 more today, and this is not over. Body, the quarterback, has plenty of time. He's at deep left side looking for a receiver, and the catch is made at the 29-yard line. That is a magnificent, not a good, a magnificent catch by Ralph Rodriguez.
And they've been doing a lot of that long passing here in the second half on the left side of that veteran secondary. They've been picking on that left side here with great success.
All the way down to the Vets' 29-yard line. Bucks quickly on the ball. Running play inside. McCulley and Williams runs through the safety, still on his feet inside the 10, down around the 6-yard line. Finally brought down by Jabez Hudson.
Well, again, in a normal football game, you should get the ball twice with 9 minutes to go. They may get the ball 4 times with 9 minutes to go.
Look at the balance by McCulley and Williams and the determination. First and goal, that's Williams. Are you kidding me? That's not even hard. He walks into the end zone. That didn't take long. And Miller again draws within a score.
And number 13 scores touchdown. Number 13 of this football game. That may be a Chris Six, Thomas J. Henry game day record for touchdowns in one ball game. Yeah, that took less than a minute.
Sometimes a ball game will just speak for itself, and this is one of those occasions. PAT on its way, and that perfect record by both kickers is still intact. And once again, it's a 1-touchdown game at 49-42, 8:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Can't say enough, Alan, about that catch by Ralph Rodriguez.
Well, that certainly set up this touchdown run here by McCulley and Williams. And man, now, you know, Vets, they can't breathe. I mean, they thought, well, okay, we're up 2 scores. You know, we can relax maybe a little bit.
No, here's the thing. They better score on this drive.
Oh, they have to?
They better score on this drive.
It's going to take 15 touchdowns, I think, to win this football game. 13 now. We've seen a lot of great athletic ability on stage here today.
We have, and what I think is impressive is if you look at the game plans by both coaching staffs, they trust the individual athleticism of their players, particularly that of their defensive backs. They just lock them up and say, let's go.
Ralph Rodriguez tonight's got 5 catches, 110 yards.
We've seen it all year long from this core of receivers from the Miller Buccaneers. On the regular season, statistically, they had the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranked receivers in the district. Another one of those pop-up kicks. No fair catch call.
Oh, my
that
goodness.
actually ended up being pretty dangerous. And if anything, I think Vets is lucky to retain possession. Now, we do have a flag on that. I didn't see a fair catch signal. Did you?
No, Williams actually, I think, touched the ball first for Miller. Let's see what they call it.
Well, which wouldn't be anything wrong with that.
No, nothing.
It had gone 10 yards.
Kick catch interference on the kicking team. That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot. First down, better.
Okay, I think despite the fact there was no fair catch call.
There you go. Got your fair catch.
There was. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't see it. I didn't think it was real conspicuous. I will say that. But it ends up being an interference call, interfering with the ability to fair catch the football. And it's important yardage because it puts the ball in Miller territory at the Buccaneer 43-yard line with 8:43 left. Running play on first down. Piper coming near side. Gets a block from Matthew Kroll, the wide receiver, has by far his most impressive running game of the night as he gets it down to about the 26-yard line before he's finally bounced by Cassius Clay.
And they needed this from him on this particular effort right here, because they're driving it down the field now. Lights beginning to take effect now here at Buck.
I want to say something nice again about the wide receiver, Matthew Kroll. That was a good job of blocking downfield. From the 26, running play again. Piper gets to the second level of the defense, but then is kind of dragged down from behind at the 22-yard line. The stop made by outside linebacker, the senior Darryl Harvey.
You know, I tell these coaches before every ball game, we need highlights. That's what makes our newscast, sportscast. We need highlights. We need stuff to happen.
Did they take us seriously or what?
And they always say, no, we don't. We don't want to do that. We want defense. We don't like high-scoring games, but we got one here tonight.
You know, it's funny. We got 91 points on the board, but there have been examples of good defense today. This is a screen pass coming near side. That's that guy, Cameron Della Pena. And again, good job of blocking downfield by the other Veterans Eagles receivers. Cassius Clay makes the play defensively, but that's first down around the 19-yard line.
And these guys are showing no signs whatsoever of being tired.
Make that down around the 14-yard line.
We've been playing for almost 3 hours.
It certainly entertained me. How about you?
Oh, yeah, by far.
Piper, this time inside, off right guard. Gain of about 3, knocked down by outside linebacker Joshua Cantu.
And on the tackle for the defense for the Buccaneers, Joshua Cantu.
Center fit the quarterback. Kind of going with the hard count, trying to draw the Miller Buccaneer defense offside. Doesn't work this time.
Yeah, movement there.
Yeah. I think maybe the snap was a little bit late.
I think you're right.
Because everybody else was moving.
Number 25, it's a 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Well, those yards mean things. And that moves the ball back to the 17-yard line. Piper, the running back, to the right of the quarterback. Carter center fit. 2 receivers to either side. They've gone with that balanced formation a lot this afternoon. Center fit looks left side. De La Pena on the catch down around the 6-yard line. A play they used a lot in the first half. It's that stick route. He comes inside and then breaks it straight back out to the sideline.
That'll make it 3rd and short.
3rd about 3.
3rd manageable.
Absolutely.
They can still get that first down without scoring a touchdown.
And with 5:52 remaining, if they don't get it, you wonder if they're thinking field goal at this point to make it
a two-score game. Oh, I totally agree. You got the wind at your back, too. So that's, oh, yeah.
Here's the 3rd down play. Center fit, he's not going to need 4th down because he walks into the end zone, much to the delight of the coaching staff from Veterans Memorial 2 hour left. That was a nice effort. And with that, the Eagles have hung more than half 100 on the Buccaneers. It's 55-42 with the PAT still upcoming. And that was a 57-yard touchdown drive in 6 plays.
Touchdown number 14 tonight. 14 touchdowns. I don't think I have covered it. Well, yeah, I haven't covered a game this year with this many touchdowns.
PAT once again good. Still not out of reach, but time is drawing short for Miller. They trail by 14 at 56-42. Back with the final 5.5 in just a moment. You're watching a really good one. Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
In 2017, more than 4,700 people were killed in crashes involving large trucks in the U.S. Semi-trucks, which weigh 20 to 30 times as much as passenger cars, can cause severe injuries in the event of a wreck. If you were injured in an 18-wheeler accident, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious trucking cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today, Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
Our favorite holiday gathering is the tamalada. My family's been doing them since we were little girls. Yeah, we've made thousands of tamales. Try millions. We always go to H-E-B to stock up on meat, masa, and all the essentials. Looking good, prima. Thanks. I mean, it's not a holiday meal in Texas without tamales.
Right, ladies?
That's right.
Let's get cooking.
You'll feel like a kid again when you bring home the holiday magic with H-E-B.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Go.
Alan,
You're watching
ago,
Thomas J. Henry's
Veterans
Game
Memorial.
Night South Texas, presented by your Coastal Bend ship.
Alan, moments ago, Veterans Memorial leading by 7. We said, hey, they better go score. And they did.
They did, without a doubt. And that's, again, 14 touchdowns, but they have never trailed in this game. Give credit to their defense for not allowing the other team, for Miller to take the lead yet.
Quickly to the field, and Chelsea Torres.
Alan Paul, we have an injury update. You know, it's been a tale of injuries for the Miller Bucks. Number 5 injury, but in number 18, Ezekiel Moya, they actually brought up the tent again over on the sideline. I talked to the trainers. They say it's a chest contusion. As for those other injuries, we remember number 4, Oscar Reyes, did end up leaving the game for that shoulder injury. Guys, back to you.
Chelsea, thank you. This is still not out of reach for Miller. What would be? This has been a miracle season. They still have 5.5 minutes with which to work, but they have their work cut out for them. Going to be returned from the goal line. That's Zamori Nichols. Finds a seam, gets out to about the 20-yard line.
Well, last time they had the football, the Miller Buccaneers scored. Took them about a minute to score, and they would love to do that again here. They certainly have the firepower to do that. Cody Piper.
All right. So this magical season really comes down to this for the Miller Buccaneers. Their fans still believe. Why wouldn't they? The Bucs have come through every single time this year. And they've been in situations like this. Body throws over the middle. It is incomplete. He was trying to fit it between two defenders, so he had to keep it low, and he just could not get it to the intended receiver.
Yeah, we're going to have holding, looks like, against Miller.
Holding on the offense, number 53. That's a 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
So there you heard the call from the referee, Robert Newton. And that makes a tough situation that much tougher for Miller. Ball back inside the 10-yard line. Running play. That's McCulley and Williams. And he gets across the 15 out to about the 16. But the clock really becoming a factor now with 5:08 remaining in the fourth. Defensive backs playing 3-on-2 on the near side. That's McCulley and Williams again out to about the 25. But at this point, that veterans defense will gladly trade 5 yards for 25 or 30 seconds. Body with a long count. On this third down play, 3rd and 5. Williams, far side, looking for the first, cuts it up, gets it, and then wisely steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line to stop the clock with 4:17 short.
Number 13, McCulley Williams picks up a first down for the Buccaneers.
First and 10 from the 34. darkness falling here at Buccaneer Stadium. Well, this Buccaneer team is trying to cling to the light. Williams up the middle, carries a couple of tacklers to the 40-yard line. Got a gain of about 5, knocked down by defensive tackle M.J. Rodriguez. Three receivers to the near side. 2nd and 5. They'll swing it near side. The ball is caught by running back Marcel Davis. Actually made a really nice athletic catch there and gets a really good gain. Not only gets the first down in Vets territory, but gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 3:42 showing. Body looks far side. Ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage, falls incomplete.
Now, if Veterans Memorial is able to hang on and win this game tonight, they are guaranteed a game back here at Buccaneer Stadium next Friday at 7:30 against the winner of the Harlan-Wagner game. So Coach Simper won both flips.
Well, he's right on the brink of winning something much bigger right now with 3:38 remaining in the fourth. Swing pass far side. McCulley and Williams makes a nice catch. Good tough run after the catch. Going to be brought down shy of first down yardage. And his helmet came off, and he does appear to be shaken up. Hope he's okay. What a good young man. But because his helmet came off, he is going to have to leave the ball game for at least one play.
And at last check, Harlan was leading Wagner 7-6 in the first half.
Wow. Don't know how early that is, but that would be a little bit of an upset. Wagner, I think, the favorite there. 3rd and about 2 with the ball at the Vets 36. Clock running, 3:16. Play clock at 9. Taking a lot of time here. Body comes to the near side. Receivers flush. He throws it. It's going to fall incomplete. I think his arm was hit as he released the football. That was a good job by M.J. Rodriguez along with Dalen Pena as well. So here we go. It says 4th down again. And look at the Vets defense. They are imploring their fans here on the near side to make noise and get with it. And those fans oblige them. 4th down. And a stoppage in play.
Well, they got to convert. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They want to have any chance to win this football game. They've got to move these chains right now. This is a big timeout call right here.
Yeah, if you don't get this, you're not going to get 2 more chances. If you don't get this, you're not going to get 2 more chances. Justin Evans, understandably concerned, but he's always got a plan for everything. And again, I want to stress, his team has been in situations like this earlier this year, including a game against Veterans Memorial back in week 9. 4th and 2. So you do it or you don't. We'll just kind of zip it and let this happen. And it happened. They get the completion on the swing pass. Good, strong effort by the senior, Marcel Davis, and he's got the first down around the 33-yard line. And that will stop the clock with exactly 3 minutes remaining. First and 10 from the 33. Miller trailing by 14. Trying to extend their perfect season. They're 12-0 for the first time in school history. Body throws far side. That's a nice throw. Nice completion. That's Marcel Davis again. And Allen, they're doing a great job of using their running backs as receivers now.
They have, and Body does a good job of leading the pass so they can catch it on the run and gain even more yards.
That was a good throw.
It was.
Down around the 16-yard line.
He didn't have to go back and catch it. He catch it in stride.
Davis in motion at the far side. That opens it up for Body to keep the football. And he's got nice yardage down inside the 10-yard line, down around the 9. Still a couple of yards shy of a first, but that's not really the issue right now with 2:42 showing and the clock running. Body again throws it far side to Marcel Davis. Really nicely skips out of a tackle. Probably has the first down, does, and gets out of bounds at the 5-yard line. From the 5. First and goal. Body keeping it all the way. Good wedge blocking by the interior of that offensive line. They did that a couple of times against Vets the first time. Andrew Body skips into the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. And this one is not close to over. It's 56-48 PAT upcoming, and there's still almost exactly 2.5 minutes remaining in the game.
They're going to have a really important decision to make now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Do you trust your defense to hold them? You got, what, 2 timeouts left? You almost have to onside kick because Vets has been moving the ball up and down the field all night.
Yeah. And the other thing is, if you kick it away, you're going to be kicking against that wind anyway.
Well, touchdown number 15. Hard to believe, but it's true. I have run out of paper.
This is just astounding. We mentioned several times today that Body is not a real prolific runner. He doesn't carry the ball that often in their offense, but when he does, he is deadly effective.
San Antonio Wagner, 28.
Well, let's see what they decide to do. I mean, if you're, Vets has just been able to really move the ball at will today. You got 2 timeouts. There's no 2-minute warning, so all you can do is stop the ball twice. High school ball here with the 2 timeouts left.
One way or the other, you're going to have to play some defense right here. And, this is a situation where Vets really would like to go to the so-called 4-minute offense, although there's 2.5 minutes left. They would love to run the ball and burn clock, but they really haven't been able to run it, Alan.
No, they haven't. Piper's had probably his best runs here in the 4th quarter.
Well, Vets is sure prepared for the onside kick. They've got the hands team in there. Here we go. And yeah, they try it. They bring it back to the near side. That ball's loose. This is a scramble for the football. It is on. Right now it appears that Veterans retains possession of the football, but Alan, that was close.
That was as good as it gets right there. I mean, it was there for the taking.
Joey Perez maybe saves the day, maybe saves the football game. Who knows how this one turns out.
So he kind of kicked it to the opposite side of what Vets was expecting. Right here.
And it was nicely executed.
Yeah, it was.
Perez comes up with it and secures it firmly. So here we go. 2:23 left. Eagles up by 7, 56-49. Miller needs a stop, and they need it now. And they are getting supported by their home fans. This community has been brought together by this season by the Miller Buccaneers. We've got a timeout. All right, so I kind of wonder what Vets is thinking offensively. I mean, you'd rather not throw it.
No,
but
you don't.
Can't give the ball back to them, and really throwing the football is really the only way you've moved it consistently all afternoon long.
Yeah, I think you're only going to see 2 and 22 touch the football on this drive. I really do. I think that's all you can do. You got to trust.
One other guy to keep an eye on, that would be the sophomore receiver, Cameron De La Pena.
If he throws
those little underneath routes, if they elect to throw it.
I know, but you could just, man, the chances of turning the ball over. I know the percentage of those kind of balls being picked off is low, but I don't know. That's why these guys get paid to do what they do, the coaches.
There are no certain answers here, that's for sure. We got one-on-one coverage at the top of the screen. Running play coming near side. Piper hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down back at about the 25. Really alert play by senior defensive end Jared Rodriguez.
You got to call timeout here, right? You have to. You can't get this time back.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. What they always say in a situation like this, you want to use your timeouts on defense. Because once you have the ball, there's always something you can do to stop the clock. So again, conventional wisdom would be, yeah, you take your timeouts right away. And particularly since they had the good defensive play on first down, I am a little surprised they didn't burn one right away.
There it is.
Pass. And receiver trying to stay in bounds and does. That's just a case of good coaching there as they keep the clock moving. Heady play by Joey Perez.
Well, you were expecting him to get the ball.
Yeah, either him or De La Pena. I just think they really need a first down here.
Now this time they do call timeout. Or did Betts call timeout?
No. Miller.
Okay.
Miller burned their second, so they have one remaining.
All right, I saw the 2 timeouts still on our screen there. So, all right. Big play coming up here. They've all been big.
Well, as the game goes on, the plays get bigger. You were exactly right.
Cost you $9 to get in to see this game today. $9 to see.
Where else are you going to get entertainment like that?
For 15 touchdowns?
Right. Unbelievable. And you may be seeing a little piece of history here in the sense that very rarely does something live up to its billing. And this has not only lived up to it, but probably exceeded it. And what an event this has been for the city of Corpus Christi and CCISD. And one of these teams guaranteed to be playing in the regional finals next week. Center fit with the play clock at 11 on a big third down. Throws it, ball's deflected and almost intercepted.
And it stops the
clock. That got popped up in the air like a volleyball. And Alan, you're exactly right. That stops the clock. 1:30 left, and it's fourth down. And guess what? The Miller Buccaneers are going to get the football back and going to get a chance to extend their miracle season.
I think it's set up for them to tie it up and go into overtime. It's set up for that right now.
I got nothing but time, man.
Hey,
we're here all night long.
No, I got a fever to do tonight. I got 5 other games to do. Come on.
That's true. I take it back. Here's the punt, and man, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's a good punt. This is going to roll down inside the 20, near the 15, inside the 15, down to about the 11. That is an outstanding punt in a game that has seen very few punts.
All right. You like to control your own destiny, right? Well, Miller controls her own destiny right here.
Well, they really do. They've got 1:14 and 1 timeout to work with, and they trail by 7.
That was a 57-yard punt. And they needed every yard of it.
All right, from the 11. Here we go. Body from the empty set. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right side. Body throws the hook route. That's Ezekiel Moya on the catch. And you really can't trade 4 yards for a bunch of seconds at this point as we now move under a minute remaining in the fourth quarter. Body against a 3-man rush, throws it over the middle. That is just a nice catch. That is a big-time catch by Ralph Rodriguez. Moves the ball to the 32-yard line. Clock stops briefly while they move the chains. Now it's running again with 47 seconds left. Big-time hurry up for Miller. Body under pressure, gets out of it, gonna keep. Gets into Eagle territory at about the 48. And that'll stop the clock again on the first down. Finally brought down by Jaden Moore. Most important number here is 29. That's how many seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Body. Pump fake. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. Stops the clock with 20 seconds left. Alan, however this turns out, This has been an absolute classic, and I sure hope we get an opportunity for Chelsea Torres to talk to both head coaches after the game, regardless of how this turns out. 20 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Three-man rush. Body throws deep left side, looking for Cassius Clay. It is incomplete. May have been a little contact before the ball arrived. I think the official may have ruled the ball was uncatchable. 14-second show. And yeah, they're kind of hearing it from the Miller Buck fans right now.
Well, you just never know. I mean, you never know what they're going to call.
I think it was a good no call. It's third down. More importantly, there are 14 seconds remaining. Body floats far side, tucks it up, throws, incomplete, stops the clock with 8 seconds left.
Man, it doesn't get any better than this. Right down to the last play.
Well, and keep in mind, this is fourth down. So I guess ideally, you'd like to run some kind of outcut, get the first down, get out of bounds, and then maybe jack it in the end zone with a couple of seconds left. Easier said than done. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. 3-man defensive rush coming. They drop 8. Here's the throw. It's a good throw, and it is caught, and we'll see if they say that he got out of bounds. One way or the other, it's going to briefly stop the clock, because I think he got the first down, and he did get the first down, as a matter of fact, and that appears to have been Cassius Clay on the reception.
It looks like he got out of bounds to stop the clock. 3 seconds to play. They're going to have one more play. Well, wait a minute. Is that ball? Looked like it might have been.
Yeah, they've ruled it a first down.
Okay, good. All right. So 3 seconds left. 37 yards to keep your season going.
Well, you do one of two things. You jack it up in the end zone on a Hail Mary. You either hope for a catch or an interference penalty that wouldn't give you the ball at the 1-yard line, but it would give you an extra offensive play. That's one thing you can do. Or maybe there's the old multiple hook and lateral thing. We'll see. But you got one shot. There's 3 seconds left, and you're down by 7. Veterans fans going crazy here on the near side. They're 3 seconds away from advancing to the regional finals. This is their 3rd consecutive appearance in the regional semis. Here we go. Almost. That was really close. As it is, the ball game is over, and the Veterans Memorial Eagles have won 56-49. You want to see agony and ecstasy, absolute elation on the part of the Veterans Memorial Eagles, and complete devastation from Miller. Their miracle season ends. Can't say enough good things about that team in this program, but their miracle season ends with a record of 12-1.
Boy, I thought he was going to catch that football. That was a great pass. They dialed that up as good as you can dial up a play, and in that type of situation, it was a tremendous football game. And congratulations to both teams. Let's take another look at it. Let's see how close he actually came to catching the football. He had it for a brief second.
Had hands on it for a second. And then was kind of stripped from behind.
Let's see who that is.
That was Joseph Metter, who made the defensive play.
Wow.
And Adrian Lloyd was the intended receiver, and that almost, Allen, happened. But here's what has happened. Veterans Memorial won the football game 56-49. They're 10-3 on the season, and they're going on to the regional finals next week, where they will play either San Antonio Wagner or San Antonio Harlan.
And the game will be played right here at Buccaneer Stadium at 7:30 Friday night, a week from tonight. These These two teams combined for over 1,100 yards of total offense today.
Such emotion in this game. I know this is totally cliche, so I'll own it. But this really was one of those situations where I hated to see either team lose.
Oh, yeah, same here. I mean, both such great storylines from both ball clubs. We're waiting to get Coach Semper here at any moment. But again, congratulations on just an incredible year for both ball clubs. And we knew it was going to come down to the final play.
You know, there is that adage at every level of football that it's really hard to beat a good team twice. You know, and you look at that regular season victory by Miller over Vets, when Miller overcame an early 23-point deficit that was almost a 30-point deficit.
Yes.
And that's one of those things, obviously, that really sticks in the mind of your opponent. Both teams at an emotional peak and apex today, playing as hard as they could. But there might actually be a little bit of a psychological advantage to being the team that let it get away the first time. Look at the Vets players. They come to the near side to stand in front of their student body and their fans and their band and their cheering section. Wonderful display of sportsmanship at midfield. You can imagine how high emotions are running for both teams, but there is nothing other than complete mutual respect.
We've got a, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm here with Veterans head coach Cody Semper. Coach Semper, what were you thinking defensively on that last drive of the game that Miller had?
Here we go again. It's pretty much the type of ending that you could expect in a matchup like this. I mean, holy cow. Miller High School and the year that they've had, they deserve all the credit in the world. They've done some great things for their community. I love our guys. I'm so proud and so grateful of them and the work that they've put in to continue to get better every single week. Miller's a better football team than the last time we played them. We were a better football team tonight than the last time we played. We're just really fortunate to be able to keep our pads for another week.
This is going to be the first time, I believe, since 1988 that a CCISD school is making it to the 4th round. What does that mean to you and your team?
We're proud to carry the flag for CCISD. I mean, one of us was going to get there. Both teams are deserving. I'm glad that we get to go back to work tomorrow morning, but it's far too long. It's time to start making it.
And what does this mean for CCISD schools, Corpus Christi football, really showing themselves, putting themselves on the map here for Texas high school football?
Well, I don't know. That's yet to be seen. We still have to go out and compete next week, but I tell you what, as far as for our community goes, just shows how important football is in the state of Texas, how important it is here in South Texas and to this community, and it's given our schools and our community something to really rally around, and we're really proud of that.
Coach, one heck of a game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alan, Paul, I'll send it back to you.
Chelsea, thank you so much. And
we have
again, everybody's emotional bucket is full.
Wagner is going to beat Harlan tonight. They got a big lead in the 4th quarter. So that means that Wagner will come here next Friday night, a week from tonight, 7:30. And we got more football.
Kind of thinking about where I might make plans for next Friday.
Well, yeah, and like I said, we've got some other teams playing, so there's no telling where you and I will be next Friday night.
I'll tell you what, we're going to make every effort to have Chelsea Torres talk with Miller coach Justin Evans, who is such a wonderful gentleman, runs such a great program, and whose team has had such a magical season. We will make every effort to do that before we leave the air. Such disappointment. That's painful to watch.
Hey, heck of a football game, right? Came down to the wire. We did the things that we said we needed to do to win. We took care of the football, and we played 4 full quarters on defense, and we get to practice on Monday. All right? That's the big thing. We've been talking about it all week. It's not about Miller versus Vets. It's not about a CCISD showdown. It's not about North versus South. It's about us accomplishing our goal. Miller just happened to be the team that we had to line up against today. Congratulations to them, guys. If you have friends on that team, you make sure that you're positive with them. They need it right now. They played a hell of a game. They've had a hell of a season. But we get to come back to work tomorrow. Treatment's at 8 o'clock. Film is at 9. Go celebrate with your families, and we'll see y'all back at the school. Ready?
Wonderful words from victorious coach Cody Semper. And I love the coach's message. We get to keep working. And again, because we feel so strongly about it, and he runs such a wonderful program, we're going to try make every effort to make sure that Chelsea can talk with Coach Evans.
Coach looks like he's going to talk to his team first here, and let's see if we can listen into what he's going to say.
Can't get over there. You can't get that far?
All right, I don't think we can get that far over to that part of the field to listen in to what Coach Evans is saying. But, you know, he's going to say that he's very proud of his football team. It was a historic season. And you know what? Most of these guys are juniors. The majority of the team is back next year.
Oh, they're going to be a rolling ball of butchered knives again next year.
This is all gravy, I think, this year. I mean, next year is supposed to be their big year that they were planning on. Let's see if we can listen.
You're not on the other end of it. Guys, I want you guys to know, man, I'm extremely proud of you guys. We played our asses off tonight. That was a tit-for-tat ball game, fellas. Could have gone either way. All right, seniors, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you got. You guys were freshmen when this staff first got here in the second semester, and you worked your tails off to go 12-0, guys. It's just at the end of the day, it's just one play here, one play there. But it wasn't just one thing, guys. We win together, we lose together. I'm so stinking proud of you guys, though. Listen, good luck to you guys in life. You know, if you ever need anything, seniors, we're here. And you know we mean that, too. Okay? We mean that. That's a good football team over there. We went tit for tat with them, fellas. We just happened to be on the short end of the night. I love you guys. I really do. All right? There's nothing I'm going to say right now that's going to make you feel great. Just know we had a hell of a year, fellas. Finish this thing the right way. Finish this thing the right way. All righty? And your class of seniors, get stuff done. Anything you need, let's get you to the next level. All righty? Make sure we're taking our tests, ACT, SAT stuff. All righty, come see us. Let's get your highlight tape together. That's gonna make sure you play another 4 years. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. I know it hurts, fellas. Hey, but in life, you're gonna have highs and lows. It's not what happens when you fall down. It's what happens after you fall down. You get back up. Love you guys, man. I mean it. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Hey, all underclassmen, make sure you hug a senior before you leave. Go make sure you hug the crowd. This was an awesome atmosphere, fellas. Great for Corpus Christi. You're a part of history. Love you guys. All right, everybody up. Let's go. One more time. One more break. Let's go. Love you guys, man. Buck Pride 03. Buck Pride 03. 1, 2, 3. Buck Pride.
We still district champions. Let's go.